Hello, this is Butch Bartolome. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Again, Butch Bartolome of the Business Mentor blog. Okay, today is really such an exciting day. Sunday, I always call it, I always tell it, Sunday is a day of learning, introspect, insights, and everything. So this morning, being Sunday, I got hold of a young Filipina. Okay, young Filipina who is living in the United States in Colorado, Utah, Utah ba? Utah, Salt Lake. Na medyo nalito na ako, no? But again, I'd like to introduce to you Jai Bolak. Jai, good Sunday to you. Kamusta na ba dyan sa atin sa Utah?
Hello, Tito Butch. Happy Sunday, magandang umaga, magandang gabi, magandang hapon sa lahat po.
Yes. So, Jai, kamusta na ba ang buhay-buhay ng isang Pilipina na nag-migrate sa Amerika? Kasi alam mo, Jai, marami talaga ang naghahangad na sana all, sana all makapunta naman sa Amerika. Ikaw ay nakarating na. Pero bago ka nakarating, ay marami kang pinagdaanan, like yung karir mo sa Pilipinas, di ba? Ano ba talaga ang iyong journey na ginawa?
Okay, that's very interesting, Tito. So, lahat naman tayo, I think, lalo na as Filipinos, at least I grew up hearing about the American dream. Pero sa totoo lang, Tito Butch, moving to the US, hindi ko siya ever pinangarap. It was the last thing on my mind. Kasi, um, the trajectory of my career was very clear sa akin. So, yung karera ko was built in the Philippines sa Manila po.
Mhm.
I started a career in the political space. I first started teaching at the De La Salle University.
Toy,
Uh,
animo.
yes,
Animo.
and then for that, I was very privileged to have the opportunity to be a part of the Philippine Senate and the Department of Energy before moving to the
Mhm.
US, where I headed the Media Affairs, Public and Media Affairs Department. Pero it was very interesting because yung asawa ko, I ended up marrying an American, and his career um, entailed that we move around. So I knew it. I knew
Ah,
going in na swertehan lang po na nung pinauwi ako to serve during the previous administration, he also had employment in the Philippines. So we were able to live in the Philippines before moving to the US. But when his career, he was offered a good position to the US, then it was time that I had to come to terms. Like I said, being going to the US or being a citizen was the last thing on my mind back then. But then it became
mhm.
inevitable. So it was very interesting dito dahil nung lumipat kami dito sa Amerika, nakita ko yung mga ibang journey ng mga ibang kabayan natin dito. For
Mhm.
example, meron sa kanila, dito na sila pinanganak, and then they're talking about their identity and wanting to reach back to their roots, yung connection nila sa pagiging Pilipino. That's one journey that I've listened. Others would be about talagang yung mga inasam na pumunta sa Amerika para
Correct.
umangat ang buhay, para makatulong sa mga kamag-anak sa Pilipinas. And lahat yun admirable. Kanya-kanya siyang experience. But in my case dito, if you're gonna ask me, it was a bit interesting because pumunta ako dito, buo, Pilipino ako na pumunta
Mhm.
with a career from back home, and I wanted to observe and see because yung Pinoy pride dala natin as Filipinos wherever we are.
All
So
right,
um,
right.
wala akong identity crisis fortunately of that, but I had to observe and be able to at least translate the what I was doing back home. Being in the political space, it's a lot of service. So
Mhm.
I had to find a
Correct.
way to be able to do that dito sa US. So
Correct.
that led me to founding our own communications company here in Utah. So
Mhm.
I have a business partner, Americano po siya. She's the Assistant Dean of Westminster University here in Utah. And it's nice because we are able to show Utah and the rest of the US the consistently the unique brand of Filipino excellence, yung kagalingan ng Pinoy dito sa.
Correct, correct.
Mhm.
Oo. But tell me, Jive, ikaw ay nag-involve din sa Filipino community, no? Um, yung you have the time, no? I mean, ito yung nakikita ko sa mga Filipinos abroad, no? Yung bang managing their time, di ba? Para bang how do you ever manage your time? I mean, alam mo, you're in the US, you do everything, no? You do mega cleaning, mega tasking. How do you manage your time? Siguro mga tao doon, naku, ang hirap ng buhay sa Amerika kasi lahat gagawin mo. Pero ikaw, how have you adjusted to the life?
Diskarte po talaga siya. I think magaling tayo as
Diskarte, oo.
diskarte. So,
Oo.
ano man, yun eh, minsan kasi iniisip, di ba, the preconception is pag Pinoy ka sa Amerika, bongga ka na, masarap ang buhay mo. When in reality, mahirap siya. Kasi all in one, ikaw ang gagawa. So, really, ang adjustment doon was to be able to identify the priority
Mhm.
na kailangan balanse siya. Balanse yung trabaho, balanse yung negosyo, balanse yung pamilya. There
Correct.
takes at meron siyang time dito, hindi siya instant eh. So hanggang mahanap mo yung groove mo and then it will work out. Pero kailangan talaga clear yung priorities at mabalance mo siya. Disiplina, mindset siya dito.
Mindset. Pero nung umpisa, Jive, nung umpisa ay, let's say like going back na kakarating mo lang at nagsettle na kayo dyan sa Utah, how long did it take you to adjust? In other words, para ma-fine-tune mo yung buhay mo. Kasi Pilipinas, all of a sudden, nag-move ka sa Amerika. Paano mo? Ano ang mga tips na pwede mong ibahagi do sa mga ating mga nanonood?
Uh, I think ang pinaka-importante dito yung support network. Ang
Mhm.
gandahan ngayon is technology is available. So siguro compared to 10 or 15 years ago, naswertehan po ako na mahirap yung immediate environment adjustment kasi wala kang kakilala. Tapos
Yes.
hanapin yung as Pinoy, naghahanap tayo ng kapwa Pinoy kung meron ba to fit in.
Mhm. Mhm.
Malaki yung nagagawa ng support network back home ng pamilya. Um,
Mhm.
in my personal experience dito, swertahan ako sobrang supportive ng asawa ko. Sa
Mhm.
naiintindihan niya ng iba. Although this isn't our first time na palipat-lipat, pero iba kasi yung parang na-shock ka bigla eh. Kasi alam ko na, sabi ko sa kanya, pag tumungtong tayo ng Amerika, lalo na hindi na tayo bata, kailangan ang mindset natin long term na to na home. Hindi pwede yung palipat-lipat. So alam ko na yon na start from scratch. Yung asawa ko, pamilya ko. So actually dito ang kinaganda, mas naging close pa kami ng mommy ko nung dahil sa tawag, dahil sa importante yung established mong connections, yung mga kaibigan back home. Hindi ko yun pinutol. Sila,
Mhm.
sila ang nagbigay sa akin ng further kumpiyansa na sandali lang yan pero kaya mo yan. And then the elite
Ayun.
community here.
Oo. Para sinasabi nga yung parati nating by ating hashtag ay kakayanin, 'di ba? Kakayanin, 'di ba? So, but dumako naman tayo. Pumunta tayo sa involvement mo sa Filipino community. Ano ang paano ka ba nag-join sa Filipino? Kasi you're part of the coalition of Filipino overseas Filipino Asian American, right? COFAC. Paano ka ba na-involve ngayon sa ating community?
Dito, nung nagsimula akong magnegosyo, yung automatic kong instinct was umalyado sa local chamber. At swerte na
Mhm.
Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry dito sa Utah. And
Mhm.
mindful of where I put my energy and time. And nung kinausap ko yung mga namumuno, nakita ko yung liderato, katiwa-tiwala. Ang standards is magbigay at tumulong sa mga businesses, sa Filipino businesses dito sa komunidad. So I like what
Mhm.
and I decided to give my time and my expertise because yung business namin were involved in helping businesses and organizations effectively communicate. And the thing
Mhm.
is, Tito, as you know, you've been in the business industry, you've been a business person for decades.
Mm.
Iba ang access ng malalaking kumpanya when it comes to expertise and knowledge. Kaya
Mm.
ondohan. May pera sila para kunin yung the best of the best para sa negosyo nila. And as business owners, gusto natin the best of the best. And I saw
Correct.
the gap nung tinitignan ko yung activities ng Philippine Chamber dito sa Utah. Nakita ko na naglalag talaga yung mga micro and small business owners when it comes to access to expertise. Uh,
Mm.
I see your advocacy. You believe I'm aligned with your vision na as business owners, regardless of size, we have to grow. And for us to grow and scale, kailangan yung foundation mo solid. And
Mm.
that, then we started helping. Then I became.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, nung ikaw ba ay, okay, you talk about, kayo ay nagkaroon ng partnership, starting a business. Alam mo, marami kasi ako nakikita, no, yung mga partners, sometimes nakaisip lang ng idea, partner na agad, or best of friends, nagpartner ng negosyo na wala namang pinag-uusapan. And it's sad to say, really, I've seen people, best of friends becoming best of enemies. Ikaw, nag-partner ka dito sa isang kakilala mo. Paano mo na-establish that, you're going to partnership, you're going to establish a business, and sharing the goals? Paano mo ginawa yon, Jai?
Actually, matagal siya. Kasi like they say, minsan mas madali pang maging kasyosyo ang hindi mo kakilala kaysa sa kakilala mo, 'di ba? Yung
Correct, correct. Oo.
pwede siyang masira. Pero um, what I loved about my partner is we both share that passion. The passion
Mhm.
for what to do. She's highly respected in her field. She's a formidable professional. We share that passion for communications, for helping people, for helping businesses. And it took a long time when we talked about it that, hey, magaling ka sa ginagawa mo, magaling ako sa ginagawa ko, parang pwede natin tong i-share yung expertise dahil pareho ang background namin, we appreciate the academe, so malakas
Mhm.
value namin sa knowledge, empowering skills,
Mhm.
sharing knowledge. And it took us a while. First, values. Tinignan namin yung
Tama.
values namin isa-isa. Respeto bilang tao, tsaka professionalism. Kasi kung wala kang respeto sa isa't isa, mahirap. Paano nyo iaangat yung negosyo nyo together? And ang tinignan ko dito, I had to test kung kaya naming dalawa to bring hard conversations. Kasi sa negosyo,
Mm.
lalo na sa kasosyo, you need to be able to comfortably have hard conversations, meaning, ito negosyo, may problema. Anong problema? Anong solusyon? Pero, nakaya namin i-compartmentalize yung pagsasama versus yung hats namin bilang negosyante. And I think that's very rare. So, naswertehan ako in
Yeah.
regard.
Oo nga eh, tama. Kasi I like what you said, no? Dad, yung hard conversation. Kasi minsan eh, yung bang, ay, ayoko mo na pag-usapan, nakaka-hurt, di ba? Or very touching. Very touching ito. Kunyari, may problema sa negosyo, ayaw mo na munang pag-usapan, tsaka na muna yan, lilipas din yan. Pero I think what you said is importante. You're able to compartmentalize, no? At hindi mo yun ang isa sa nakikita ko, no, na doing business, you have to be sometimes set aside emotionalism, right? No? Kasi kasi minsan yung emotional, yung awa effect, tsaka na later na yung pala bigla na lang sasabog. So, yung ba madaling gawin?
So, actually, it was a work in progress, lalo na Pinoy ako when I came here. So, yung kultura
Oo.
na nakakahiya, baka
Oo.
medyo diplomatic, paligoy-ligoyin pa. Pero yung kasosyo ko bilang Amerikano, sa kanya ko natutunan, yung actually pati asawa ko, na sa kanila, it's very interesting. Eh. Walang personalan, trabaho lang to. Pag sinabi kong hindi ko na gusto, mali or pwede pang i-improve, hindi siya personal. Hindi kita inaatake bilang person. Para sa atin to. So, it was an adjustment. It took around 6 months. Actually, I admit, even now, minsan, hihimasin, i-enter pa ako kay partner. Pero siya yung diretso. Sabihin mo na diretso ano. And I've adjusted that time. And it saves us time. Wala nang
Yeah.
paligid. May problema, anong solusyon? And
Mhm.
like I said, ang tagal siya, Tito. pinag-aralan namin muna yung dynamic namin, kung magja-jive bilang magkasosyo. And the agreement is lalo na kasi magkakilala kami before becoming business partners.
Correct.
Eh nangyari, hindi maano ang negosyo, eh de move on. I mean, pwede siyang isara, pero i-preserve ang priority namin yung pagkasama namin. And it helps because we both enjoy what we're doing. So fun siya for
Correct.
hindi lang siya straightforward. So work in progress. Ang negosyo as
Mm-mm.
you know dito, hindi siya madali, hindi siya happy-happy. Oo.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So,
Well, that's you really outlined what should be in business and with a partner, regardless of whether ka-related mo ba, ka-friend mo ba siya. Basta I think what you said are really solid eh. Yung bang, kasi how can you move on? How can you service your clients when you keep on putting out fires behind you? Di
mm.
ba? Para bang hindi na tayo makamove on. Away tayo dito, tampuhan tayo dito. Eh, hindi pwede eh, di ba? Sa negosyo kasi, parang move on. Lalo na challenging yung negosyo mo. Tell us more about that business, Jive nga. Ano ba talaga yung inyong ginagawa at ano yung makakatulong ka, lalo na sa mga nanonood sa atin. Baka naman sila ay pwedeng makakonect sa'yo.
Opo. So, JNC is the company that we founded. At the most basic level, ang heart ng JNC is tinutulungan namin yung mga negosyo, mga organisasyon, mga business owners and leaders to effectively communicate their messages. Lalo na it's very competitive right now. Ang uh, attention span ng isang tao is roughly 3 to 4 seconds. So
Mhm.
as business owners, kailangan may dating ka kaagad. So that says ang expertise namin is strategy. Tinutulungan namin maglatag ng diskarte ang mga
Mhm.
negosyante kung paano nila mailalathala, may communicate kung ano yung business nila. So that covers branding, that covers marketing, um,
Mhm.
that covers messaging development. Kasi we tend to overlook and take for granted communication kasi akala daldal lang, akala logo lang, okay na. Pero hindi, Tito, you know it. Hindi pwede ang business, pwede na. Kailangan
Mhm.
first labas mo, may dating ka na kaagad. Kasi otherwise, paano malalaman ng mga consumers mo, ng mga customers mo, ng mga kliyente mo kung ano ka, kung anong ginagawa mo, kung hindi sila interesado. And
Mhm.
feel very strongly about that, maski sa Filipino Chamber na as micro and small businesses, ang focus nila usually is the financial. And then, akala nila logo, basta picture, okay na yon. Basta pangalan, okay na yon. Pero there's a lot of details that go into that. Mula pangalan, mula logo, isang aspect lang yon. Pero
Mhm.
immediately, matranslate mo na kung ano yung negosyo mo
Mhm.
to your consumers. And yun yung sinasabi ko dito kanina earlier, smaller businesses, wala silang access to the kind of expertise that big
Mm,
corporations have. And I'm happy that also my business partners very supportive that the chambers allowing us to have a platform wherein we can offer agency level expertise to smaller and micro businesses para pag lumaki na sila, hindi yung gagastos sila ng mas madami kasi oops, kailangan mag-troubleshoot, may sablay sa tagline, may sablay
mm,
tayo sa promise kung paano natin pinapresent yung negosyo natin, then they end up spending more. So bakit hindi natin sila, aside from financial knowledge, let's give them a strong foundation of their business identity, kasi ang business
correct.
identity natin is a part of us as business owners.
Mm. Pero
Yun.
importante, Jaibe, ang the world has no boundaries. We keep hearing that. No, we keep hearing the world has no boundaries. Your business may be somewhere in a county in Utah, somewhere in the midst of Chicago. But again, social media is broadcasting 24/7 worldwide, di ba? Paano yung negosyante na ganito ako, biglang all of a sudden may mga nagfi-feedback, oh, I heard you from Peru, or I heard you from Canada. How can we do business? Is that part of how you can strategize in helping entrepreneurs?
Yes, sir. In terms of the general trajectory, especially
Mm-mm.
the advent of AI, and
Yes.
But personally, because ang ginagalawan namin ng communications, AI is there. We created it. We should
Mm-mm.
be in front of it and be able to control it. Kasi sometimes maganda ang AI kasi ni-revolutionize niya dito yung efficiency ng business operations eh. Kaya
Mm-mm.
kailangan. Pero ang trust kasi namin, at least ang personal belief ko is there is a movement na bilang negosyante, kailangan we talk about differentiation. Bakit ikaw ang pipiliin ko? Of all
Ayun.
benta ng sabon. Bakit sabong panlaba mo ang bibilin ko? And the AI helps us because kaya natin mag-generate ng content,
Mm-mm.
it's easy. Pero because everyone is tapping into the same tool, I think you will notice there's a movement towards pare-pareho na yun.
Yeah.
So,
Oo.
bilang tao, we should be able to, ang AI kasi what we tell our clients is AI is there. Gamitin natin siya. Pero gamitin natin siya bilang creative assistant. Tayo yung
Correct.
tao. Tayo yung may utak, tayo yung may diskarte, tayo yung magdesisyon. Hindi
Mm-mm.
sumalalay lang tayo sa AI fully. Pero it
Oo.
open doors globally. Kasama siya sa
Mm-mm.
diskarte. Wala na siyang limit. You
Correct.
can do business everywhere if you want.
Mm-mm. Pero alam mo, ang iba kasi, no, pag pinag-uusapan na rin natin yung AI, ang daming sinasabi, ayoko niyan, ayoko niyan. Hindi, but I always say, it's a mindset. You have, I mean, nung araw, di ba? I mean, I don't know whether, probably you were not born at that time, yung typewriter. Okay, typewriter, di ba? At again, ano pa ba yung mga nakikita natin, yung fax machine. Everybody say, ano, fax machine, and then ilalagay ko na lang sa mailbox. Ihulog ko sa post office, lalagyan ko ng stamp. But again, it's all a mindset, no? How you can absorb, how you can be flexible, and don't think of it as an enemy, but rather as a tool, sabi mo nga, to assist, di ba? Tama. But again, this is where the humanness come in, the creativity. Di ba? Kasi para bang, okay, pagluluto ng adobo, I'm sure, naku, baka nagtatakaw ka na dyan, drive sa Utah. Okay, pagluluto ng adobo at sinigang, lahat ng tao sasabihin nila, mas masarap yung sa amin. Mas masarap yung sa Batangas. Mas masarap yung sa Bulacan. Pero ang taong nagluluto na may touch, sabi nga natin, tender, loving care. Di ba? Doon na iba. I think basically sa negosyo, ganun din, di ba, Jai?
Yes, Tito. Kasi ang negosyo, what I've learned, lalo na hindi ako negosyante dati.
Mm-hmm.
Ang nakita ko sa kanya, importante talaga na yung negosyo mo, you treat it as an extension of yourself.
Mm-mm.
Yung negosyo mo is representative of you, of your values. Magre-reflect siya. It is a reflection of what's important to you. And
Correct.
kaya now that AI is there, may mga napapadali, technology is there to enhance our lives, not to run our lives for us.
Yes, yes, yes. So Jai, okay, final. Ano ang pwede mong i-advise ngayon sa mga kasing contemporary mo? Marami kasi dyan na mothers na, yung iba naman ay negosyante na, marami dyan yung naghahangad na maka-abroad. Ano ang mga tatlong bagay na pwede mong ibahagi sa mga kababaihan at yung mga nasa overseas din? Ano yung pwede mong ibahagi na kumbaga, ito ang advice ni Tita Jive.
Unang-una, whether negosyante ka or it doesn't matter kung anong ginagawa mo, yung una is yung disiplina at tibay ng loob. Walang limit.
Mhm.
It's mindset. Kung gusto mo, 'di ba Tito, sabi nila kung gusto mo, may paraan, kung ayaw mo, merong dahilan. So kung gusto
Correct.
mo, alam mo, magpaplano ka, didiskartehan mo, alam mo na hindi siya lahat masaya. So dapat prepared ka for both. You're prepared to succeed, at kung hindi, anong gagawin mo? Kasi taya siya eh. Taya siya sa negosyo, taya siya sa buhay. Walang guarantees. Pero
Mm-mm.
guarantees, lahat posible. That's the first.
Correct.
And then the second one, Tito, is kahit anong ginagawa mo, my mentors has taught me this, you do well, and then everything else will come. Whatever, kahit naglilinis ka, kahit na CEO ka, kahit nakahera ka, gawin mo yung trabaho mo kahit gaano kaliit yan, pag pinagbutihan mo, lahat susunod kasi nanunood ang mga tao. So,
Correct.
galingan mo, yung talino mo, yung pera mo, yung connection mo, lahat susunod yan. Basta mag-focus ka lang at galingan mo. Tibay ng loob.
Mhm.
So, with the
Mhm.
and then third is yung very important is wag tayong kumalimot sa pinanggalingan natin. Kasi
Mhm.
pag hindi, I think it's very important, madali ka masilaw ng fame, madaling masilaw sa pera, pero yung groundedness, um, money can go, businesses go, friends go, pero pag grounded ka, tapos marunong ka tumanaw sa pinanggalingan mo, alam mo yung pamilya mo, alam mo yung pinapasalamatan mo, Panginoon, you will be safe. You will
Mhm.
have strong roots regardless kung ano yung nangyayari sa paligid mo.
Oo
Kailangan.
nga. Mm. Parang very familiar din sa mga sinasabi mo. Naririnig ko na yan doon sa eskwela ng aking anak sa Pobeda. Ayan po ay si Jai po ay isang kabatch po yan ng aking anak na si Vanessa, no? At ako'y natutuwa na nandito siya. By the way, also, siguro yung mga nasa social media, ano ba ang tip mo? Kasi marami dyan na ang daming oras pero wala namang pinaggagamitan ng social media. Yung bang ikaw nasa social media ka, Jai? Ano ba mga tips mo? Kasi marami dyan mga nakatunganga, no? They are wasting their time. They're wasting their time on nonsense, di ba? What can you advise? Kunyari, wala akong magawa, ikaw nasa social media. Anong pwede mong paraan na pwede mong gamitin ang social media para maging productive? Ano bang mga nakikita mong advice?
Well, Tito, kasi ano yan eh, kailangan din siyang balansehin because madaming technicalities sa social media. Actually, social media is a powerful tool that can broaden knowledge and
Yeah.
also limit it. Kasi kung hindi na alam ng mga ibang viewers, medyo nerdy na to pero may mga recommenders AI system sa likod ng social media. Meaning,
Mm-hmm.
kung ba papapansin, Tito, kunyari, meron kang tinignan na produkto, tapos biglang lahat na ng feed mo, puro ganun na produkto. Part
Mm-hmm.
ng recommender systems ng AI. So, meron siyang danger to box us into one frame of mind. Social
Mm-hmm.
media is there because it's access to information. So, kung wala kang magawa, pwede kang gamitin mo yung social media. Pumunta ka sa X, pumunta ka sa
Mm-hmm.
Instagram. Powerful yun eh. Palakihin mo yung impormasyon mo through social media para lumago ka, para to empower yourself, to improve yourself, para palawakin yung kaalaman mo. Pero,
Mm-hmm.
wag lang one kind of knowledge. Ang knowledge kasi minsan kung gusto puro A, puro A, puro A. Dapat open-minded ka. Alam mo na, minsan sa social media ko, pwede akong makahon na puro ganito na lang makikita mo. So, be proactive in using social media to broaden your knowledge in all aspects. Hindi lang pwede A. Tignan mo yung B, tignan mo yung C. Tapos kung wala ka talagang magawa, mag-emote ka, pag-isipan mo lahat ng mga nabasa mo, then magkakaroon ka ng informed opinion ng
Correct.
information.
Yeah. Hindi yung nadadala ka sa, ay nako, ang hirap sabihin. Nadadala ka sa baha.
Opo.
Okay. Nadadala ka, nababaha ka. Anyway, Jai, a lot of our viewers may be wanting to get in touch with you. Paano ka makokontak ba, Jai?
Sir, sa mga televiewers, especially yung mga kababayan natin who are interested to bring their franchises here dito sa US, yung kumpanya namin can help your brand become US ready. So please visit our website is the easiest. It's jccommunicationsconsultancy.com. JC
Okay. JC as
Communications.
in what? Letter J and letter C?
Communicationsconsultancy.com. We're also on social media sa Instagram. It's JC
Hmm.
underscore communications consultancy and on Facebook JNC Communications Consultancy. Dali siya kasi Jive ako, J, tapos si business partner po ay C dahil Christine. So JN.
Ah, galing, no? Galing. Anyway, Maraming salamat. Alam ko, gabi na yan dyan sa iyong lugar. Ano bang time nyo? MDT, Mountain Time ba yan? Kasi iba-ibang parte ng Amerika, no? May PST, Philippines, Pacific Standard Time. Ano mga part? Nakakalito, no?
Time, Tito. And last na lang po, sorry, because we feel very passionately about it. Dun sa mga kababayan natin, regardless kung nasaan kayo, just because nag-uumpisa kayong negosyo, hindi ibig sabihin na maliit na negosyo, small thinking. Hindi.
Mhm.
Pwede kang
Mhm.
maliit na negosyo, nagsisimula ka pa lang, pero ang thinking mo, big thinking. And
Correct.
diba? Yun yung importante, Tito. And sa mga kababayan natin na in the US, may value po talaga ang pagsali sa local Chamber of Commerce. I know, Tito Butch, kayo active din kayo sa Chamber of Commerce, lalo na
Yes.
US, your local Chamber of Commerce who is allied with the National Chamber of Commerce, like the Coalition of Filipino-American Chambers of Commerce, marami po siyang pinto na mabubuksan para sa mga negosyo nyo at nagtatrabaho
Mm.
yung coalition at mga chamber to bring value to your businesses. So wag po kayong mahiya na
Correct.
hanapin yung mga chambers of commerce.
Ayan galing na yan kay Jive, no? Siya po ay recently na-promote sa Deputy Public Relations ng COFAC, ha? Congratulations, Jive. And ako ay saludo sa iyo. Keep on going. Help a lot of people. Help our countrymen. And again, be successful in your business. JNC, ha? Tandaan niyo pa yan.
Yes.
Jive, and Christine. Okay?
Yes.
Pag wala kayong maisip, Jive. Okay?
Yes.
Always Jive. Always sabi ko, ang ganda ng pangalan ni ano, Jive na Jive talaga, di ba? Okay. Thank you very much, Jive, for this opportunity. I really look forward to doing more and hearing more about the JNC communication. Keep us informed here in the Philippines and see how we can bring together closer the business and helping a lot of MSME. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you, ha? Thank you.
Salamat po.
Thank you.